Happy New Year, coming live from my kitchen. We're still in lockdown level 5 because of this virus, which means we can't travel outside of 5 kilometres of our home. So I basically haven't seen our yacht since she's taken out in the end of September. And that's making doing our list of winter jobs very complicated because we can't get up to the boat. Mind you, I can't go back, at least lockdown is temporarily put back to level 3 for Christmas, so at least I could get the boys home from college because they're all in Dublin, and I could at least get to see them because again I haven't seen them since the end of September, and this is Jonathan's first year in college. It's been the longest he's ever been away from home, so really meant him. Not that I didn't miss William as well, but you know, we're used to him in a way at this stage because he's now doing his masters, which means 5 years in college at the moment, so we're used to that at this stage now. But anyway, yeah, so strange times we're living in. Yesterday was the 12th of January, and it was such a horrific amount of people who had passed away because of the virus. We had 46 die here yesterday in Ireland, which is seriously scary. This variant is playing absolute kicking ass now, you know, and I only leave the house once a week to do the groceries at this stage because we're just trying to minimise contact with the outside world. Christian, our youngest, is upstairs doing his education online because all the schools are locked down. So yeah, as I say, interesting times. We've had a brilliant Christmas and lovely New Year, and I did, for Christmas I got new cameras which I have yet to test out. So I'm going to be live from my phone, and then I also got a splicing kit. So from New Year's Day until final success on the 7th of January, I actually managed to perform a full ice splice. I had some old halyards from when we were getting our rigging changed out in 2011. They were out in the garage, so I was able to practice on that. So I'm glad to report I can now splice. I found out the problem that I was having was I wasn't making the exit hole or the entrance hole, whichever way you want to put it, at point X in the big enough in order to be able to pull the line back through it. So yeah, so I now know where I'm going wrong, so I can go forward and do better the next time. I did make a video of me doing this splicing just so that I could have it all I have it all set up and edited and captions put in for stuff, and all ready to roll on InShot, and it won't let me share. I'm like, you never had a problem with me doing it before, what's wrong now? So yeah, so I'll have to figure out what's going on, because I had planned that to be my first video of 2021. Anyway, instead you catch me washing up. is in doing work in the study, so happy days. And I'm trying to decide what to do for dinner. I was sort of thinking, would I do something in my Mr. D thermal cooker? And I think that I might, because it'll be the first time I've used it this year. I did do a lovely dinner in it on day after Stevenson's Day, just to give me a day off, so to speak, and went off very well. I was glad to report. The boys liked my pork insider, and plenty of jokes were made over that one as well, but anyway, I will steer clear of that storyline. And then with regards to jobs on the boat, again, because in lockdown we're sort of restricted in what I can do, so I've made up templates for curtains for our saloon, and that was another skill I learned this winter, was how to use a sewing machine. Had one for 10 years, never used it. I lent it to my sister and my dad when his one was broken, but because my dad has the really old Singer machine, it's cast iron, it weighs a ton, and anyway, he had to get a job done on it to get it fixed, so he got it fixed. So he's back to his own machine that he's used to. But anyway, I digress. I have upgraded our fire extinguishers because they were out of date. So once we get back on board eventually, I'll be able to replace those with the old ones. And then also I've made initial inquiries with Tommy Crean, the local upholsterer here, about getting our soft furnishings reupholstered, and where necessary upgrade the foam. But he was saying if our foam is good, there's no point because it's really expensive to do, and he said the older foams, they're actually better quality than the new ones that they have out now, because with all their flame retardant capabilities, they have lessened the quality of the actual foam, so they squish down a lot harder, or they squish a lot more. We were planning on getting all these. I have a big list of jobs on the fridge door to get done on the boat, but because of lockdown, it looks like we might not even put her in this year, because we only got 2 months last year. Well, we could have had 3 months, but a mallard duck decided, nah, I'm going to, out of all the boats in the marina, I'm going to pick your boat to nest in. So we had a mallard duck nesting with 11 eggs under our spray hood in the halyard. So we were like, okay, you can't move a nesting bird, it's against the law, so we had to forego the month of July. So yeah, so we didn't get much use out of her last year, even though we did get down to Waterford and Helvick and Dunmore East and Wicklow Harbour, and discovered a new anchorage just south of Wicklow Head called Jack's Hole. It's just north of British Bay. That we could wait out the tide change, because we just missed it, because we had to repair our boom. We had been coming back from Waterford, and just before St. Patrick's Bridge, the gooseneck decided, no, I'm done, I'm breaking. So they fractured and split off, so the boom dropped down onto our spray hood. So we had to drop the sails, and John tied up the boom as best as he could until we could get around to Rosslare, where we anchored, and repaired it the following morning, because we'd arrived into Rosslare and the approaching dark, so you couldn't do anything with it then. So he replaced it by taking the gooseneck off the boom bang and swapping it out, so he just rigged up a kicking strap instead. So that all has to get changed out. And yeah, so we've a long list of jobs to do. We're in lockdown for God only knows how long, because this thing is just taken off like a wildfire. And yeah, I don't see us getting out this year at all, which is a pity, because it's been the first year that we've been in Ireland that we haven't sailed since 2007 when we bought her. So yeah, the only other time we haven't sailed her was when we were living in America, and she's up in storage on the hard. But yeah, no, it's going to be such a weird year, really is. I've no idea when I'm going to get to see our boys again. And Christian is doing the intercert, which is the junior certificate. We used to call it the intercert. The junior certificate, so that is a state exam in Ireland. It's kind of sets you up to find out what subjects you're going to be doing for your leaving cert and at what grade. And they're already talking about predictive grades for that, so we might not even have him doing his exam that he's been studying for the last 3 years, and even for the other students who are doing their leaving cert. Last year they were in 5th year, so that was majorly impacted by the virus, and again this year their courses are going to be up in the air as well, because they're going to be studying online at least until the end of January anyway, under current regulations. And the mock exams were supposed to be held in February, and I got a text from the school yesterday saying that they're considering predictive grades, and if the exams are cancelled we'll get our fees back, so that's 120 quid back, so no harm there. But it's going to be another year of everything's up in the air and nobody knows what they're doing, and yeah. And myself and John, our weight is packed on because I'm not going to the gym. Now, thankfully, David, my instructor, he's also a physiotherapist, so he has just started a program online with Just Coach. So at least I can get back and start doing some rehabilitation work, because when I was a teenager I was in a bad horse riding accident, and I banjaxed up my back and fractured my skull and things like that. So his exercise program has helped me. I used to do retraining with him as well, and it is just funny all year. That's all we can say about it.